Yeah, mindset's great. And I think if you go right to the far end to start, how far can you go, right? That's like the enlightened monk floating on top of the hill, like surrounded by a halo.
Yeah.
We're never going to get there, right? But we always need to be working towards that, really, because there's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
So let's go though as far as we can go, like, easily, which is the difference between your mindset when you're just walking along the beach, feeling really calm and happy and relaxed, and your mindset when you're doing a 30-second max effort.
Okay.
There should be no difference.
Okay, right. I find that hard to believe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's amazing though, right? So if you take your mindset, what happens in a 30-second sprint? Most of us we're going to tense up, like physically tense up.
Yeah.
And as soon as we tense up, we're putting our brain into a state of protection as well. Our body and brain are linked. So the hormones, the feedback systems, the nervous system, and our energy is going to be in a state of protection. So what we want to do is stay super relaxed so that we are practicing being comfortable while being uncomfortable.
Okay.
So that's what we want to achieve. So that when we put stress in our body physically or mentally, we're still in that same comfortable state mentally and physically.
Okay.
So basically, otherwise what happens is this chronic stress creeps in. And you find that you get tense doing the 30-second effort when you want to put out power. Well, next thing you know, you're in a race and you're doing a 10-minute effort, and the whole time you're now stressed too, and you've got your shoulders up and your whole body's tense. Next thing you know, you're doing an hour session and you've got this mindset of everything needs to tense up. So you're training your mindset to stay relaxed so that your body can relax. And if you're, for example, a boxer, is a boxer fastest and most accurate when they're like this, or what's a boxer look like?
Yeah.
This. And then when they throw a punch, it is so relaxed and fast, there's no control. They're not tensing as they throw a punch. They're relaxed as they throw the punch.
Right.
So think of that when you ride the bike. It's confidence that you're asking yourself, like, can I go harder? So
let me give you an example. I hate doing VO2 max efforts, particularly when it gets to like 3 minutes. How would I take that session and implement what you're talking about? So obviously I'm going to be hurting and I'm going to be not enjoying those 3-minute VO2 max efforts. What's the mindset that I take into that session next time?
So it starts before you've started the effort.
Okay.
You don't even acknowledge that there's an effort coming up. You're aware that there's 3 minutes coming up,
okay,
but that's it. You're not aware that it's going to get tough. You're not aware that it's going to hurt your legs. You're not aware that your breathing's going to become rapid. You're so present that you're not even aware of what's to come. And if you've just finished an effort, you're not aware that you've just finished an effort.
Right.
But we'll start with the before. So basically you're relaxed, you're calm, you've warmed up, but you're feeling confident. You've got good posture, like your shoulders are relaxed, everything's growth. State of mind is growth, not tensed up, oh my God, this is going to hurt, which is protection. So you start from that point of like, okay, I'm just here and I'm on a bike and I'm just moving my legs. And then you start suddenly, boom, well, there's the power. It's 300 something watts. But this doesn't change. You're still just moving your legs. You're just moving them with more effort. But the effort's just in your muscles, and muscles don't have words. Muscles can't say to your brain, oh, this is really tough. Oh, this hurts. Oh, how much longer?
What about the chemical changes that are occurring in your body though?
Still no words for that.
Okay.
The words are created in here.
That's true.
How much longer can I do this?
Yeah.
How hard is this? Was the last one better? Oh, what's my other mate doing? How much better is he than me?
Right.
All of that is just not being present and creating an imaginary narrative in your brain. So even the words like, this is tough, or my legs are tired, it doesn't exist because your legs don't have, a brain. They're not telling your brain. Your brain is just making this up. So you build into it and then you maintain this really relaxed state as long as you can. And it will gradually build up more and more, but you will find you'll hit a point where you'll recognize that just it's crept up and you've crept up, this mental and physical tension has crept up and you're starting to think, how much longer, how much further? And so I'm not going to say that this is wrong. Like if you were doing a race or if you were really digging deep, whatever. But what we're talking about is training your mindset in this session. It's a bit like, do we fast after an aerobic? Well, sometimes you will, sometimes you won't.
Yeah.
But if the purpose of this session, you want to get a really good mindset strengthening session out of it, then you are trying as hard as you can to be so present that you're not aware of whether it's hard, how much you've done, how much further. And when you do look down, if you look down and go, 20 seconds, you'll catch yourself going, 20, and then you'll catch yourself and you'll be like, I just changed my mindset because I looked at the number. And that's all that changed. And it just got harder because I looked at the number. That's when you catch yourself and go, there's work to be done. And then you finish the effort. And most of us would finish the effort and then like want to crawl into a ball, like that state of protection, like, oh my God, head down. And your breathing continues to be rapid for, a good minute afterwards. And you're like, oh my God, I'm so tough. Oh my God, that was so good. Oh my gosh. But really, the effort's over.
Yeah.
It's just your brain perpetuating the effort that was happening in the past. If you bring yourself 100% present again, you'll be amazed how quickly you regain composure, breathing, confidence, relaxed state of mind and body. And that's the training. Wow. So it's like meditation. I always use the example. I think meditation is pointless to sit there in a chair and just go, okay, I'm meditating and my brain is quiet because there's no input. You're not overcoming anything, which is why short efforts are the best thing to train on. Gym, anything in the gym, short efforts, just little things where it's on and then off. So you recognize the difference between, I was actually, my expectations of this effort were starting to creep up before it even started the effort. Before it even lift that dumbbell over there, I was already tensing my back. I was already like, oh my God, this is going to be heavy. So you start to catch yourself.
Right.
And that's the training. So when you have an input, that is the training.
It's a big awareness piece, really. It's pinpointing your bad habits that cause the triggers to make you tense and to make you act in that manner.
Exactly. The awareness is the thing. You're building the ability to be aware. And that is what you will find with people who, kind of have chronic anxiety and always are tense and always rushing. Like they're not aware of it because they don't have the ability to be aware.
Yes.
And if you ask them to sit quietly and meditate, well, those are the people that hate it because they can't quiet their mind, but they're the ones that would need it the most. But like I said, sitting there quietly isn't the way to get the result. It's an input and you quiet your mind. Then you make leaps and bounds in your ability to control your mindset in a stressful situation.
Yes.
And that's like, it's awesome when you do it and you have to learn to forget ego because you go into the gym and you're no longer thinking about what you lifted last week or how many reps you just did, how many you should do. You go to the gym and you're so present and you sit down on the weights machine and you just kind of do whatever the weight was that the last bloke left it on. And you go, oh yeah, I'll do this. This is pretty heavy. I might just do, I'll do, this is, and you'll just do how many you can do.
Oh, you don't even change the weight.
Well, you can. That's a great way of doing it, that you're not judging how many you did last week.
Right. Okay.
How many you did next week.
Interesting strategy.
And if it's lighter, we'll do 30. And if it's heavy, do 2.
Right.
But the point is you're not judging on any preconception of what it's going to feel like. And you're just doing a movement and there's no effort. There's no effort physically, mentally.
Yes.
And the other thing is then you just walk out of the gym like almost unaware that you've done anything because you're not walking out going, oh boy, oh man, I'm pumped. Oh, that was a good session. Oh, I'm so good. Because it's been a meditation.
Yeah.
So after meditation, it's like walking out after a massage. Yeah. You know it was good for you, but with the gym, you expect ego to be there saying, yeah, I'm getting stronger. That was better than last week.
Yes.
Something along those lines. So you have to actually remove ego to be so present that you're not judging yourself while you're doing the effort.
So I'm curious, because this is pretty. It's some people would think it's out there, but some people would be thinking, I want to have a go at this. But this kind of mindset doesn't just happen in the first session, the first week. From people you've coached, what's your experience people trying to establish this type of mindset around their training, how long does it take?
Pretty quick.
Okay, interesting.
I even just got an email from someone the other day, exactly like a long email, and they just listened to my podcasts about this, and they went and implemented that, just being more present. For some people, it might mean they need to leave the watch at home a little bit, so that they're not constantly judging themselves on how quick they do a lap and a run and everything.
Right.
And
What about the phone? You got to chuck that out the window.
yeah, the phone as well. We're constantly putting it up on Strava because your ego wants to post a good time and this and that, and everyone's looking at you. So your identity is your numbers, and you've got this identity attachment to your results.
Yeah.
So that's hard to get away from, but can be improved. So some people have quick results, and others are going to take a bit longer to get it. But like I said, it's between from wherever you're starting, you're never going to reach the enlightened monk. So everybody can improve a little bit each day. So that's kind of the point, is if you're practicing it a little bit each day, wherever you're at, you'll get a little bit better each day. Yeah, that's the beauty of it.